Well, good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is having a great night, and I am glad to be here. It's Sunday evening. A lot of stuff has happened in the crypto space. Wait a minute, before I want to make sure that my mic is on. Hey, you can tell I'm a little red around the face. My wife and I went and visiting some friends in Florida, and my entire back is just baked like it's like a lobster, but it was awesome. But I'm glad to be here with you guys, and we got a lot of information to talk about tonight. And I want to share some stuff with you, and I'm just kind of want to make sure that if you are here, let me know you're here. And I'm going to have a little sip of water. I want to make sure I'm hydrated. And how did everyone have their weekend? How was your weekend? Just grabbing some water. Let me know who's here. Let's have some fun. And also, if you are watching this either now or on the replay and you still have Gala in your Coinbase exchange, there's hope for you, okay? So really important to make sure that if you know of anyone that is watching this, please make sure that they have Gala V1 in their account. Please make sure that you let them know to check this out because... okay. So, good evening, Crypto J. Are you new here? If you are, and I'm going to assume that you're new, thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. I'm glad that you made it. It's a Sunday evening. Wait a minute. I don't want to get us to get interrupted, so I'm going to turn my notifications off on my phone because that's really annoying. So let's see here. I'm just looking at this Gala V2. I was given the same amount of Gala V2. Now I have 2 times the amount. They are together in the wallet. Now, what is this? Is this Coinbase? Because I'm actually going to be referring to Coinbase this evening in regards to some new information that came out. And the more people that come on, I'll repeat this, of course. Nice. Well, thanks. I appreciate it, Crypto J. Well, I'm glad you're here, and I'm sure we're going to have people kind of popping in. Normally, if this is is this your first time here, Crypto J? Is this your first time here? Again, I don't think I've seen you here before, and congratulations. Thanks for checking me out. I appreciate it. We will have more people popping in and saying hi, probably once everyone realizes that, hey, yeah, Scott's already on. He's here. Oh, Mike, what's going on, man? All right, so I'm going to get right into it. I'm not going to keep you guys in suspense. If people pop in, they pop in. We'll just talk. We'll just let them know what's going on as they come. But, so, Coinbase support basically has came out and said that if anyone here, hey, invest, nice. So Coinbase support said, and there's numbers, and I'm going to give you some numbers here because I checked out Etherscan, and basically at one point, and this is kind of before the V2. Now I'm talking Coinbase right now, so we're talking Coinbase exchange and not their wallet, and we're talking Gala from the conversion to V1 to Gala, which would be V2. Now, originally, there was approximately like 1 billion tokens that were going to be sent to Coinbase. Now, on Etherscan, obviously Coinbase was like the top 20 wallet holder the time that I checked it out, and they had 152 million Gala transferred from Gala to Coinbase Exchange. Now, again, we want to remember that Gala is robbing you. I mean, isn't supporting V2 at this point. However, they are saying that if you have Gala, the original Gala, in your exchange or on your wallet or whatever, then when it comes time to relist it or they call being supported, you will get your, so if you have 5,000 Gala on your Coinbase exchange and you leave it there, when they relist it, then you will get that exchange. It'll automatically convert to the new V2. So there's hope. So, and right now about 10% of people didn't get the memo for whatever reason, did not transfer their Gala out of Coinbase. So right now there's approximately there was like 152 million tokens sent, which was the equivalent of $5 million. And there was a roughly 89 million original V1 on crypto or on Coinbase. So that means that a lot of people were getting their stuff out once they realized that we're trying to transfer and get it out of there. So that's what we have right now. So if you have Gala V1 on your Coinbase exchange, when they relist it, when it's supported, you'll automatically get your, from what support is saying, you'll automatically would be converted to the V2. So there's at least some hope for those who have Gala on Coinbase. So that's actually really good news. So if you know of anyone in your travels and they're like, whatever, just say, hey, look, hang tight. Don't do anything with it. And when Gala gets relisted again or becomes supported again, then you should get. But I think the way that we can encourage Coinbase to work on relisting Gala is just everyone's got to be on the phone if you're a Coinbase One member, or sending emails and just really letting the leadership at Coinbase know, hey, support Gala. And with that, I want to talk about, there's been a lot of stuff going on this week, and especially with the regulatory landscape that's happening with the SEC coming down on Binance and Coinbase and calling out around 10 cryptocurrencies that the SEC has now labeled a security. So, of course, we know the big ones. ADA's number one, Matic, Chills, Axie, just a whole host of cryptos. And we saw that on Friday. So that's when I saw a tremendous drop. For instance, even though, and I want to, I want to stop myself, because I want to stick on Gala for a minute. Instead of flip-flopping back and forth, I want to go back to Gala, because as we know, and this was a huge development, and I did a video on Friday about it, that CoinMarketCap has finally updated the numbers for Gala. The circulating supply in particular, or more specifically, from a 7 billion token circulating supply to about 21.5 billion circulating supply. That is a big jump. Now, according to Gala, that's pretty much what it's always been. However, CoinMarketCap has had a 7 billion token circulating supply count for years, pretty much ever since their existence. And I guess Gala has been trying to get them to update their information to give everyone accurate numbers. So we saw a huge drop. I mean, we're talking within a 7-day period, we saw a drop in Gala price from like 24%. So we are actually, was it yesterday? It was lower. I think it was lower than I had purchased when I first entered it in 2021. It was $0.0188. When I purchased my first Gala in 2021, it was 0.0195. So for me anyway, it was like kind of an all-time low. Now, that I think is due to the realization and everyone being aware now that Gala's circulating supply has jumped. And now you've got people coming out of the woodwork calling Gala a scam, and this, and Jason's this, and this is that. And it's people really don't understand that, in my view anyway. Again, it's like, how can you call Gala a scam? What have they done? They've been trying to do the stand-up thing. CoinMarketCap, I'm going to get on them a little bit. They've dropped the ball a few times. So this isn't the first time CoinMarketCap has not come out with accurate numbers and accurate information for people. That's not Gala's fault. That's CoinMarketCap. So that's a big issue. Now, again, we're seeing a jump now. We're up, and again, we're up in 24 hours. We're a little up over 2%. Again, we're down 24%. Now, depending on how you look at this could be a major buying opportunity. This could be a huge buying opportunity. Or, depending on your mindset, you can, again, you've got various options, right? I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm never going to tell you what to do. Right now, for me, I'm good with where I'm at right now. Once everything settles down, we're back over 2 cents again, which is great. I probably, if I was in a position to do so, it's not time for me to DC, I probably would have bought more. That would have been me. But I wanted to hang back. I did actually purchase ADA, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But before we go into that, if you are here, let me know you're here, guys. Say hi. Hit that like button, guys. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe, because I do live streams. What Mike knows, I'm here like 5 nights a week, red face and all. So would appreciate you guys. And of course, now what's happening is we're getting this situation where, again, like I said, everyone is calling Gala a scam and Bitbender's a shyster and all this kind of stuff. And I'm sorry, but I totally disagree with that. And I think that people that are slamming, even in certain groups, there is actually Gala-specific communities railing on Gala. And I'm like, what the hell are you even a part of the group for if you're going to be slamming it? Leave. Get out. It's like, what's this? Why? I'm not going to allow, and especially if I'm a moderator in some of these groups, if you start bashing Gala with no facts and you're just coming out and being belligerent and, whatever, I'm sorry, but you're gone. You're gone. I'm not going to have that. If you want to communicate in a meaningful way, great, but, give me a break. So anyway, I just had to get that off my chest, guys. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. So now, before we go any further, again, I want to make sure I know who's here. Who is here right now? We have 6 people here. Oh, I've got a few people hitting that like button. So let's see here. Okay, so I'm actually going to come back to Crypto J. So Crypto J, if you're still here, I hope you are. I want to address your question when it comes to Gala. Every major exchange supports the Gala V2 upgrade and has supported. Coinbase Exchange, for whatever reason, has deemed Gala unworthy to be part of their platform now, to be part of their offering. Why? I have no idea. Because some tokens they have, I just looking, wow, really? So you have Binance, you have Crypto.com, you have Gate.io, Gemini. Any big exchange supports Gala. So Crypto J, if you are still here, you can get Gala at pretty much any one of these exchanges. Again, we're also going to be talking about Binance too. It's some news with Binance now, if you're not aware, and also with ADA. So I'm going to have a sip of water first. Again, let me know you're here. All right, I'm going to... Okay, so let's do this. So Mike is asking a good question. I know we're switching gears, but let's go to it. It's not just the Gala channel. It's running a cash pack, and I add tokens. Need to stake them. They'll auto stake. They automatically. That's actually basically a staking platform, Mike. So you don't have to do anything. You do initially to choose your stake pool, but once you have your HBAR staked, then whatever you send over, and I actually bought some on Thursday or Friday. I got 2 or 3 or 4,000 more, and I just putting it in there. I really, and I think I'm staking on. Let me look real quick, because you have 39 companies you can choose from, and I actually am staking. I'm going to tell you guys once I kind of log in here, make sure okay, gotta have some security here. So I have mine staked Chainlink. That's what I have mine staked on, guys. Now, any one of the 39 is totally good. You're using Google? Okay. So I'm using Chainlink. But in reality, it doesn't really matter. It's the same thing. Yeah. So that's kind of how that works. And I really like the rewards. Now, granted, I would say probably HBAR is not my biggest position. So I'm making about 2 HBAR a day. So that should give you an idea of, how much I have. Yeah, I know, huh? So, I mean, that's great to add. I even entertain the idea of maybe shifting some things around from other positions to add more to my HBAR, but I chose against it. So that's kind of how I'm doing that. Now, but great question. Thanks for asking, Mike. So now, let's talk about ADA, because they took a massive hit. I mean, we went down from 38 cents to like 25, and of course I bought more. I'm sorry, because we need to understand something. You have to separate fact from FUD. Nothing has changed with any of these cryptos. None. Zero. Matic, Axie, ADA, Gala, any of these cryptos, nothing fundamentally has changed. What has changed is the narrative that's being spun, the FUD that's being circulated, the threat, the mere threat or the mere accusation that this token is a security. Oh my God. You know what I mean? Yeah, FUD is my best friend, right? FUD, you know what? If you add an N in there, it's fund, right? The FUD helps your fund, right? So, because you can fund more crypto, right? So anyway, right. And that's kind of it, and so if I'm looking to purchase a crypto, and especially, that's why this doesn't faze me. Having Gala drop or have ADA drop 24%, go from 38 cents to 24. Hey, Jordan. Yeah, man, it's happening all week. And it just caught on. So we have the situation with Coinbase, with saying that they will, once they start supporting Gala V2, if you have original Gala in there, it'll be exchanged. So there's hope. Then we have the basically coming out with the SEC with all these, and every single one of these tokens that they came out with and said were securities dropped, and they massive drops. I'm a big ADA guy. I love Cardano. That's like, I would say, that's one of my bigger positions. So I could care less. If anything, that's a discount sale. right? That's a BOGO. Buy one, get one free, right? Because they were running at 37 cents, 38 cents, went down to 25, I believe, 25 cents. I was like, there is no way I'm passing this up. So I bought some more, and I'm staking it right now. So there you go. But we're seeing these cryptos start to come back up. They're creeping back up now. It's that knee-jerk reaction. When that knee-jerk reaction happens, again, depending on the way you look at it, it could be a buying opportunity. A lot of people freak out and they sell. You just sold at a very low price. You ever want to get back in? Like, I can't see, and I shouldn't say this, but from ADA, and I'm talking ADA here, man, we hit pretty doggone low. I think it's all up from here. So if you were someone who bought more or bought any of these cryptos that are on the hit list, of the SEC, you might be sitting pretty. So, I don't worry about the FUD. I don't worry about that stuff at all, because fundamentally these cryptos have not changed. If anything, they've gotten better. Yeah, a lot of things also. Now, we know with Binance, now you guys know what's going on with Binance, right? So they've actually decided to go only straight crypto. So you are no longer able to deposit or withdraw funds from your bank account. It's strictly crypto now. The reason why is because the banks that allow or that are connected to Binance are stopping users' ability to deposit fiat, USD, and also withdraw back into their account. So that is a big hit, and it's really disheartening because, Binance is saying all this, and it's tough, and I get it, because they are at the mercy of whatever banks they're partnered with. If those banks pull their ability to say, you know what, we're not going to allow anyone to onboard fiat into crypto and offboard it, you're basically effed. I mean, what are you going to do? You can transfer in and out of the exchange with crypto, but you can't buy with cash anymore or with money, and you can't deposit money back into your account. So that's irritating. That really kind of pisses me off, because these banks are really, and this is where I think some of these bigger exchanges I wish there was a way, and maybe there is a way, that they can actually create their own infrastructure where you're able to do that. Maybe you can do it with a credit card, but no, you can't even do that, because everyone's pulling the ability to do that. So right now, I believe you are not able to. I know for a fact right now, because it was immediate, that you're not able to make any more cash deposits into Binance US. This is Binance US, by the way. Now, I like that Coinbase is basically saying, you know what, the hell with this. We're not stopping our staking. We're not going to be doing anything. Brian Armstrong, I tell you, I really like him, because there's a 30-minute interview that I just saw, but I haven't seen it. So I definitely want to watch that, and so when we have our next live stream tomorrow, we can talk more about that. So there's a lot of things going on right now in the crypto space, but let's see. Who else is here, by the way? Oh, there's 7. Come on now. Who else is here now? I want to know who's here. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. All right? Let us know you're here. I don't think I'm complimenting them. Yeah. I don't think I've ever complimented the SEC. If I did, if you got that, I apologize. There's no way in hell that I would compliment them for what they're doing. This is borderline. I want this to be family friendly, guys. That's why I'm trying to curb what I really want to say. But it's Gary Gensler is he is on a mission to destroy crypto. Moreover, he's on a mission to destroy innovation, technological innovation in this country. And man, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to kick him in the pants. You watch. You guys watch. He's been running rimshot through the crypto industry. Oh, by the way, you guys do realize that, as far as I know, like Binance came out, and I don't know how accurate it is, but Binance came out and said that Gary Gensler in 2019 wanted to be an advisor for Binance. And that he actually took a trip over to Europe, I believe, to meet with the head of like Binance, the Binance people. And for whatever reason, it didn't work out. If that is true, talk about a major hypocrite. That's just my view. Yes. Thank you, Mike. That's right. CZ, that's right. He sure did. How about that? And Jennifer, or Jordan, I'm sorry, there are no stupid questions here. Ask away. This is why we're here. You have a wealth of knowledge right here. And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you guys like Mike and you got crypto. I mean, we're all of us have been in the space. So we want you here. Right? So don't be afraid to ask questions about staking or where you can stake or what you can stake. But I will say that right now staking is still allowed on Binance US. And from what I hear from Brian Armstrong, he is, this is what they're not disrupting any of their services. They're not going to stop staking. They're going to keep on keeping on. So even though I have my minor gripes with Coinbase, they're part of the crypto family and I stand behind them. And especially in this fight, Coinbase is the #1 crypto exchange in the United States, based out of the United States, for now anyway. So he has got the resources. Brian has the resources and the wherewithal, because this is going to take years. But here it comes again. We have the 13th coming up in just a few days. Big deal. Big deal, because now we've got these Hinman documents getting ready to come out. From the SEC is required to produce them in their Ripple case. We're going to see what happens there. So that a lot. Now, who knows what could happen? Maybe it could be absolutely nothing. Maybe it's totally benign, totally like whatever. It plays no effect, or it could play a big factor in one way or the other, depending on what's being said. Could also help determine the direction that this case goes. So the 13th, which is on a Tuesday, right, is going to be a huge day for crypto. So we're just going to have to see what develops there. Yeah, we got it. Mike got it. So, Jordan, if you do have it, okay. Gala cannot be staked. Jordan, and according to Jason Brink, it will never be staked. They have absolutely no plans to allow staking with Gala. He made that very clear. So no staking on Gala. But there's other cryptos that you can stake on, right? ADA, HBAR, which, Mike and I'm not sure if anybody else has HBAR, but something to look into, people, because their staking rewards are off the chain. Like 6.5%. I mean, wow. Fantastic. Yeah, but you know what, crypto, right now he's got power. And, here's the thing. You know that saying, power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely? I think we're seeing that now. He's gone unchecked. It feels like he's some sort of emperor or a king. He can do whatever he wants. So that's my thing. If if there was some meaningful regulations going on, that would be a really, we'll see what happens. I mean, we really need to have something set in stone that's going to be modernized for the digital age and not like back in the early 20th century. I mean, the Howey test, this came out in the late 30s, early 40s, I believe. I have to check, but I mean, not even thinking about this. So we're gonna have to see where this all plays out. And this Coinbase SEC thing and Coinbase Binance, I'm still waiting for Crypto.com to be next. I'm sorry. He's going after all these major exchanges. So, I don't know. It's just crazy. So, but if you are looking, if you have certain cryptos on your watch list. Now, let's see, where are we? I was looking at something. So Jordan, so cryptos that you can stake, and I'm just going to give you an example. You have Matic, which is Polygon. You have Algorand. You have ADA. But, it's interesting. Like, I stake my ADA not on the exchanges because you get ripped. I have mine on Lace Wallet. So all of my Cardano, actually except for what I just purchased, that's still on Coinbase. But everything else, I'm staking on Lace Wallet. I have nothing. I have some cash on Coinbase and some ADA. But that's going to be gone. Up until like 2 or 3 days ago, I had 10 cents on Coinbase. That's it. I'm moving everything off someplace else where it's staking or whatever. So I'm not even, where I even want to even think about it. I'm just putting it away and just letting it do its thing. So right now, if someone were to stake their ADA and they didn't know any better on Coinbase, you're only going to be making like 2% APY. That's it. And when you lock it up, if you want to unstake your crypto, you can't do anything with it for about 2 days. And so if you want to sell or you want to move it or something's going on, you can't. And that's a big problem. I want to be able to, on Lace Wallet, my ADA is right there on my exchange or on my staking, and I can take it out. I can move it whenever I want. There's no lockup period. So that's really beneficial. Nice to see everybody here. Let me know you're here. We have 10 people on, which is great. I know some of us are just checking this out, but go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know you're here. Would be fantastic. So Mike, you guys can say what you want here. No one can see you, and I won't share it unless you want. But again, we are in a deep state of FUD right now, and I wish I could say it's going to get better, but I can't because I don't know how soon that'll be. If you ask me when the next bull run, I can't tell you. I have no idea. I think with everything going on, it's like compiling a FUD. All right, SEC sues Binance. SEC sues Coinbase. SEC now puts out allegations saying that these 10 cryptos are a security. This crypto exchange stops doing their staking, and this one stops accepting fiat. All these different little things create FUD. Now, for those of us, again, crypto is not for the faint of heart, and I just keep saying that. Crypto is, you really got to be in it. You got to be in it to win it. You can't just put your crypto in. Like, I feel bad for those who lost out on Coinbase, but, hopefully they'll get if you still have V1 on Coinbase, you will get made whole when they support it again or when they relist it. So I guess they like supported or unsupported. It sounds softer than delisted. We delisted Gala. we kicked him to the freaking curb. He can't, you know what I mean? So that's kind of where we are at this point. But if you are new here and you're watching, and especially if this is your first time, then please go ahead and let us know you're here. Say hi. Let us know where you're from. We're all family here. Remember, you guys can find me also on Twitter too. I'm on Twitter as well. I think Mike is actually following me on Twitter, and I'm following him back. So if you go ahead and follow me, I will follow you back for sure. So, and if you're new, subscribe. Help me out. But it's interesting because doing... so I did an updated price prediction or potential about Gala on Friday, and some comments were like, it's amazing how one little thing happens and people kind of really go off the rails and blame Gala. This had nothing to do with Gala. This was not their fault that CoinMarketCap was not posting the accurate numbers. Now you're probably maybe thinking, well, Scott, why didn't Gala just come out and tell everybody? Well, then you're creating mass confusion now, because now you're saying, I mean, imagine this: you almost be like sabotaging your own project. On CoinMarketCap, it says 7 billion. You come out and say, no, that's wrong. That's actually 21.5 billion. That is not good. So I get the fact that they didn't want to create more confusion, more FUD, and behind the scenes, though, trying to get CoinMarketCap to do the right thing, to change their numbers, to make it, work for everyone. So I'm glad it finally happened. So now we had two big events within a month with Gala, their V2 upgrade and the CoinMarketCap debacle, where now they finally updated the numbers, and now we can start moving forward. So the video I did was, can Gala make $1? Granted, it's not going to be easy. It changes the landscape a bit. But do I think they still can do it? Yes. I think Gala can still make $1 in the next bull run. They just cannot lift their foot off the gas. For them to have $1 market cap, for $1 for a token, that means they have to have a market cap greater, actually 4 times greater than the combined market cap of all 317 gaming play to earn crypto projects. Right now, there's $4.8 billion worth of gaming crypto projects that exist. Gala, at least when I checked, was number 4 on the top market cap, with Sandbox being number 1. So they'd have to have a market cap they need to come from a nearly $600 million market cap, where they are now, to a over $21.5 billion market cap. Now, I want to make sure that I'm letting you guys know that I understand that is a big challenge to get to that point. It's a lot easier to get to $7 billion market cap with $7 billion, than a $21.5 billion market cap. Can it be done? I think so, but they're gonna have to really put the pedal to the metal, and we're gonna have to have a killer bull run for that to happen. But I do think $1, $1.25. I know my original estimate was $1, $1.50 easy. I think now $1, $1.25, even 75 cents. 75 cents to $1, $1.25, that's my window that I'm looking at. I know it may not be the numbers that we want to hear, but I think it's the wise numbers. It's not shilling. It's not just like, glamorizing where Gala can go and have it be unrealistic. $2, $3, $4. Yeah, I don't see that happening I don't see Gala hitting a $4 token for probably 5 to 10 years, maybe. If that's just my gut off the top of my head. I think that probably in not the next bull run, but the following bull run, they can make $2. But I think the next bull run, we're talking anywhere from 75 cents to $1.25. That's my updated, with $1 being right there, that sweet spot. $1 would be great. So what do you guys think? I'm having some water. It's quiet tonight, guys. What's everyone up to? Everyone's just kind of chilling out right now. We have 7 people on board. Again, let me know who's here. Let me know where you're from. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. And what else? What other things are happening in the crypto space this week? That's a mouthful. That's a lot of stuff. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a quick check. So Polygon, who was one of the cryptos that were basically outed, thinking that they are a security, is up a little over almost 3.5%. So we are still seeing, we're seeing things in the red. It's interesting. Gala's coming up. That's good to see that. I'm glad to see that. Didn't last too long. So, we'll just have to give it some time, and hopefully we get some good news this week in regards to some good crypto stuff, some announcements or anything happening. Sorry, guys. Being outside all weekend at the beach, and I'm toasted and dehydrated. So water is kind of what I'm jamming on right now. But who else is here? Mike, are you here? Crypto, you guys still here? And if you are watching this on the replay, welcome again. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we talk everything crypto here, not just Gala, even though I do have Gala that we talk about during these live streams. But, we're talking about the regulatory landscape and what's to come. And, I think of myself as a realist and someone who's conservative when it comes to what I will put my money into. And I just stay away from very low cap, like meme coins, meme tokens, because they're so highly volatile. See, you guys catch me yawning, for goodness sakes. And you are not boring me at all. Absolutely not. It's just I need more oxygen to the brain. That's it. So there is a lot of... I missed a lot of information. I don't know why that wasn't scrolling down. So now, guys, I'm looking Saul. Yeah. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate that. There's a lot of people that will come out and do a lot of different things. There we go. Wow, you know what? Here I am. I'm looking at one of Mike's previous comments, And I'm like, wow, normally people are commenting. I'm like, what is going on? Am I by myself here? And then I say, oh, let me scroll down. As I scroll down, I see everyone's comments. So I don't know what the deal is, but that's all right. All right, I want to look at this here and see my Gala coins from MetaMask to KuCoin. Why not? Why are you not able to do that? Are you getting any alerts? Do you have two different kinds of Gala? You should have your new Gala. If you have Gala V1, make sure the correct contract. Make sure that you want to transfer the right amount. West Virginia. So Crypto J, I actually lived in West Virginia when I was a kid. I lived in a place called Canova, West Virginia. So for about 4 years, from the time I was 6 to 10 years old, I lived in West Virginia. Good, Mike. I know. That's why this is where I hope in the future that these decentralized, like there's a lot of wallets. Like honestly, MetaMask, I mean, that's great for a lot of DeFi stuff if you want to get coins that aren't supported on exchanges and things. But yeah, you can really run into some challenges with that if you're trying to purchase, if you're trying to purchase or coins that aren't necessarily supported by other crypto exchanges. But this is strange. ADA, CRO, and ETH. I'm going to pop over here. Combination of games, music. I agree. That's why I'm not discounting it. I think, though, that everything really has to run smooth now. With such a high token count now, they really have to batten down the hatches and make sure that they're doing everything like right when they need to. Right. To Obi-Wan, you listen. Only try to transfer a small amount. Don't do your entire bag at first until you know it works. Because you could run into some big issues that way. You could lose everything. So, transfer 5 or 10 or whatever you want to do. See if that goes through. And then if it does, then you can do the rest. And again, we're seeing, and I talked about this on Friday, that in a couple of years we're going to be in the same boat but with artificial intelligence, because that's going to be another another technological innovation that of course will need to get regulated. Nice. So, we'll just have to see. And like I keep saying this, it'd be interesting to see what happens with Chat GPT, or what is the other? There's a generative AI. I have to look because I have to look at my Discord and take a look. I wish I could remember it. Let me look. I'm trying to find that one. Come on. I am looking now to see if I can find it. So I'm still here, guys. If I can't find this quickly, Midjourney. That's another one. There it is. Midjourney. So these are real authentic crypto projects or AI projects. So it would be really cool if they come out with some crypto that is directly attached to AI platforms such as a GPT. You would see that go crazy because that would blow everything else. That would blow every crypto AI token out of the water, I think. Nice. Again, let's start a dialogue. Let's let everyone know who is here. Don't be afraid to say hi. Where you're from. I think there's depends on what you're trying to do. If you want to connect, like I really don't use my MetaMask wallet anymore. I have one, and I have it connected to a DEX, which is a decentralized exchange. But I don't know. Trust Wallet is amazing. If you have a hardware wallet, there's different wallets you can do. You don't necessarily have to have a MetaMask wallet. Ledger, yep. So there's all kinds. Again, with the Nano and the Ledger, those you got to pay for. And by the way, if anyone here wants to pick up a Ledger, I have links in the description of this live stream. You're more than welcome to click on that link, and it'll take you right to Ledger if you want to check out and pick one up. Yeah, I mean, as I said, I think there probably are better ones than MetaMask. I mean, it's a good wallet, and it's better than not having a wallet at all. But just make sure, if you have your crypto wallets on your phones, make sure your phones are secured, and make sure you have your seed phrases put somewhere, because if you lose your phone or if it gets destroyed and you need to restore your wallets and you don't have your seed phrases, you're out of luck. That is, unless you join Ledger's recovery service, which I would never pay for, but that's just me. I love it. We start off with one thing and then we switch to like different topics like wallets. But all these things, this is, in my view, this is the kind of communication that's, I think, we all need to have. VPN. Yeah, that's, so you know what? I want to talk about this for a second, guys. I want to talk about privacy for a minute. How many of you guys use your... Let me ask you this. Let me come at it this way. What email service do you guys use for your emails? For your crypto emails or for your just regular plain old email? What do you, Gmail, Hotmail, Rocket Mail, Yahoo? What do you guys use for your email service? Because I'm going to, I'm curious. Okay. Mike's using Proton. Who else? By the way, guys, no one else can see this. Only if you're here. Proton Mail. Who else? Gmail. Hey, Wayne. Come on, guys. I know there's more of you. Spill the beans. What you guys use? We have Proton Mail. We got Gmail. What else? Okay. I'll give a few more entries. And then I'm going to give you an email service that I use that I think is really good. But before I do that, I want to see if we can get a little bit more engagement, a few more people kind of, putting out what they got. Yep. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and share with you what I use, but keep putting yours down. I also use Proton Mail. I think Proton Mail is a heck of a email. It's a free service. You don't have to pay for it, even though you can if you want to go for a little bit more advanced features. But I use the free version, and I love Proton Mail. And Gmail is like a burner email for me. So emails. So here's the thing. Now we start getting into security. Now we start getting into how to protect your assets. Any crypto exchange that I have, I do not use a Gmail account or a Yahoo account. Everything comes. So I want to be encrypted both ways. I don't want anyone to see what I'm sending, and I don't want anyone to see what I'm receiving. So I think, and Mike was sharing the same thing, and I think Jordan. So Proton Mail is a great service, and I will. I'm going to start compiling a list, and maybe that's a video that I'll do. Is create a list of resources for crypto that, like a VPN, or again, also a Brave browser, and you're going to hear me do more about that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. I've been chosen to be a Brave ambassador, and what that is, and if you're familiar with Brave, you know that it's a security first web browser, but it's so much more. You can call. I mean, you can do so many things with Brave, and then you also can get BAT with it too. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm going to be doing some stuff regarding Brave probably within the next month. But I was really happy that I was chosen to be. I had to fill an application, and you get to get approved to talk about Brave. Now I use Brave. It's my exclusive browser, and there's so many benefits to it. But anyway, things like Brave and Proton Mail and using a VPN, and if you have your crypto on your phone, make sure you have it secured, either Face ID or whatever way you got it. Keep it locked up, and make sure you have your seed phrases for your wallets someplace safe. So I do hold BAT. Yep. Basic attention token. It fuels the Brave browser. Yes, I do. I don't talk about it that much, but I do have BAT. And somebody, let's see, I think somebody was trying to ask me a question further up. I apologize. I want to make sure. You know what? I think I must have missed. Robinhood. All right. Again, what was my thoughts about the delisting of ADA? Okay. So here's the deal with Robinhood. Robinhood is not a crypto exclusive exchange. You can get stocks on there, whatever. So even though they did speak this past week at the hearings in Washington. I am not surprised about Robinhood doing that because they, of course, because they sell stocks, they're not going to do anything to really rock that boat. I'm not surprised at all. And if anything, this just weeds out what we're doing is we're weeding out process, a process of elimination. So I'm not surprised they delisted. It is what it is. Again, it doesn't change what ADA is. This is about the platform. And Robinhood has had a lot of crap in the past 2 or 3 years. So they definitely do not want to have any more issues. And the SEC will it'll be like, it's like eat its own. You know what I mean? I think they would come after hard on Robinhood if, Robinhood doesn't, kowtown and, delist these tokens. So I'm not surprised about that. Disappointed, yes, but not surprised. Let's see here. Of Phantom? Of ADA or of ADA? I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I've looked into Phantom. It just, for some reason, I just haven't gotten involved in it. It's been such a while since I've invested any research into it. Maybe they've gotten some updates. Maybe they've gotten other things going on. I don't know, but at one point I was interested and I was digging in a little bit, but then I just got distracted and I moved on to something else. So, again, I think you can have both. I don't think you have to have one or the other. You can have both. Mike, so Mike Jones is what about I love HBAR. I have mine staked on Hashpack. Quant, love it too. Don't have any, but I like it a lot. Of course, I love Gala. Of course, I'm not selling anything right now. I'm just kind of hanging back because there's so much volatility going on. I'm just sort of like, unless it's like one of my probably top 3 to 5. Like I bought ADA instead of Gala this time around. So, and probably the reason is because for me to have got to buy Gala, I would have to transfer other crypto onto that exchange and then convert it to Gala because you're no longer able to send money on Binance. And I really don't have I'd have to look and see what other exchanges I have. Yeah, I think so too. Yep. I think Quant's going to be huge also. There's a lot of amazing projects right now. And I'm going to also say something that may be controversial for you guys, and I've said this a couple times before, but I don't own Bitcoin and I don't have Ethereum. The reason that I don't is that to see any sort of gains at all, you would have to really invest a lot of money into either Bitcoin and Ethereum. And this is just my logic. And you may have your own strategy and that's totally fine, but for me, I'm thinking I would rather go invest into a project that's maybe HBAR that's 4 cents right now, where I can get 20x, or buy some Ethereum and maybe get 1 to 2x. To me, everything goes off of what Bitcoin does. So whatever Bitcoin does, that's what we see everything else. So that's why I don't really hold Ethereum or Bitcoin right now. Now let me back up. I do have a little Ethereum just for gas fees and that and the like, that sort of thing. But I don't really hold a substantial amount. Again, that's just my strategy, Mike. People have a lot of ETH, and hey, that's totally great, especially if you bought in and your dollar cost averaging. But for me, to buy, what's even ETH going for? What is it, 1,500 now? I don't even know what it is. For 1,400 or 1,500, I can really increase my position in my other cryptos and, maybe make 10, 20, 30x. Yeah. Again, it's all in everyone's perspective. 1750, thanks, Mike. All right, so Ethereum is $1,750 right now for 1 ETH. Now, again, if you're holding ETH and you've been DCAing forever, yeah, absolutely keep buying it, of course. But I only have enough, like I said, for transaction fees. So I don't really, I want more of a bang for my buck. So that's why, I'm going to invest in ADA. I'm going to invest in Gala. I'm going to invest in BAT and HBAR and Stellar and, whatever. Hey, Juan. Dude, you're late, man. But I'm glad you're here. Man, Juan, you're going to make me have to repeat everything for the past hour I just said. Woohoo! Oh, man. I'll have to give you the condensed version. But Juan, were you telling me that you had Gala V1 on Coinbase? I'm not sure. I know we've had a bunch of people in here, and it really made me dig in more. So that's why I went into Etherscan and I did some checking around. And so that's why I'm saying, hey, if you have Gala V1 on Coinbase, leave it there. Don't do anything with it, because when they support it again, what I've been told and what I read from Coinbase support is that you'll be made whole. One, I'm just teasing you, man. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining us, man. We appreciate you. I appreciate everyone being here, and I hope everyone's getting some value from this live stream. A lot of it's we touch on so many different things here, but we gotta, we can't. It's imperative we don't bury our heads in the sand, because when we do that, we miss so much. So that's why, we start off with Gala, and then we went on to Coinbase, and then Binance, and then, everything going on with that. And we touched on wallets, and then we touched on security. So we're hitting the gambit of subjects tonight, which is great. And I hope you're having a great time at your family gathering, man. I was kidding. My wife and I took a trip to Punta Gorda. It's here in Florida, to visit some friends of ours. And we were at the beach all day yesterday. And, oh, man, my back is like a lobster. I got cooked, man. Well, so, yeah. Now, I'm not sure how it is with other exchanges, but when I moved, pretty much. When I moved my Gala out of my, so what I did is I moved my Gala from Coinbase to my Gala account, and I didn't have, I paid gas fees, but it was in the form of Gala, so I didn't have to pay ETH per se. I think I spent. And I sent a lot of Gala to my Gala account, and I think I maybe spent 6 or 7 Gala in the process. So that was an easy transition. But now, if you need to transfer from your Gala account to someplace else, you're going to have to pay ETH. But you're going to be paying something wherever you transfer, pretty much, I mean, you're going to be paying something to move, depending on how much you got and what time of day and all that stuff. Or you could just, transfer stuff, turn it into Stellar XLM, and then transfer your XLM, which is really nominal fee, and then you can just buy back. You can just convert it back. So I don't know. I think part of me also thinks, you know what? I have to pay ETH fee unless you're on a different one, right? Polygon or Matic or whatever. But I think that where was it? What the heck was I even saying? I totally lost my train of thought. You know what? Sometimes that happens. When you reach 400 years old like me, sometimes you have a brain spasm, and that's what's happening right now. But, sometimes, like if you have, like I also have, and I haven't used it in a while, but I have a crypto.com account. And that's a tricky one too, because crypto.com don't make it easy to transfer. You have to have minimums. If you are on crypto.com and you want to transfer X amount, like say for example you want to transfer your Shiba Inu or something, you're going to have a lot of Shiba, and you're going to be paying a lot of Shiba to get it moved. So I don't like the fact that you have to have minimums, at least on crypto.com, to be able to transfer your stuff. That I don't jive on. Yeah. Like I said, now I've heard different people say like, well, if you have less than $10,000 on your crypto, on your exchange, you can just keep it there. I disagree. I think that, if you have any kind of an amount, unless you're actively trading your crypto, no reason to keep it on an exchange, in my view. None whatsoever. What's the benefit? The only benefit is that you can easily look and give you some satisfaction if price goes up. But it's a custodial exchange. It's nothing that you own until you remove it and put it in your wallet. So that's something to kind of consider and to think about. Is that so? So if I have crypto on, it's only because I'm actively trading it, or I'm figuring out where I want to move it, or, whatever. Or if I think I'm going to be doing some swapping around or switching around. But other than that, if I'm hodling, it's off the exchanges. I'm not going to keep my crypto on exchange. Yeah, like I said, if you've already, everyone's going to be different. Like if you've been buying a ETH or BTC when it was lower, and you're just constantly dollar cost averaging it, absolutely, And there'll be times on it, to be truth be told, like there's times when I'll pick up a little bit of ETH or a little bit of Bitcoin, and then it may jump a little bit, and I'm like, I'd rather, then my focus gets, you know what? I made a little bit of a profit with my BTC. My ADA's at a good price point, or my, BAT, or my, H bar, or my fetch, or whatever. So I'll do that. So there have been times where I will have bought Ethereum or BTC, but I usually don't hold on to it very long. Again, each person's different. We have 11 people here. Who else is here? If you are watching, and I know you are, let us know where you're from. Say hello. If this is your first time, this channel, this live stream is for everyone. Not just for people who are rock stars in crypto, not just for people who have been doing it for a while. This is for people who have never been involved in crypto, who want to know more, who want to ask, good, heartfelt questions because they want to learn or they're interested. And don't be afraid to ask the tough questions too. Good luck with that, Mike. You really think it's going to get that low? You think BTC will get that low? I would buy too. If it got down to 10K, I'd be buying also. Hey, Sal. Welcome. Everything you have to add token to liquidity pool. CDC. Oh, crypto.com DeFi. Oh, okay. As I said, I don't know about you guys. Sal, is this your first time here? I don't know. I think this might be your first time here. Sal, if this is your first time here, welcome. We're glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I don't use the crypto.com DeFi wallet. I've had issues with that in the past. So I really have stayed away from that myself. That's not necessarily. If you're gonna ask me what would be a wallet, oh, cool. Well, welcome back, man. Welcome back. So you gotta come in more. I won't forget you again. That's for sure. I'll know that you've been here a few times. But so I like Trust Wallet myself. If not a cold wallet or a hardware wallet, I think Trust Wallet's really good. I mean, Trust Wallet, even the Coinbase wallet. I mean, again, you want a wallet that's not, and these wallets are not attached. They're not part of the exchanges. You hold the keys, so it's self-custody. It's a software wallet. So depending on, if you want to spend money and you want to spend whatever it is, $135, $149 for a crypto wallet, you can get them cheaper. There's ones that are cheaper, and you can research into that. Then, software wallets are fine. Anything's better than nothing at this point. I did. I picked up some more Cardano. That's all I bought yet. That's all I bought because I wasn't sure. I was very conservative because it was just dropping, and it was like, okay, well, wait a minute. I'm gonna buy here, and once it sort of stabilized I bought at about 25 cents. That's where I bought in. So I bought in some Cardano at 25 cents, and I think it's 27, 28 now. These cryptos are starting to come up. Once the knee-jerk reaction and the panic subsided, then it's something that's I felt good with. But again, I only invested a certain amount because again I didn't know if it was going to drop more. So it's like it's hard to know where buying the dip, but how low do you go? Like 25 cents. If it would have dropped to 20, I would have bought a ton more. If it would have dropped more than that, I would have been like, man, I'm going crazy, because I want to buy in progressively, not ape into one wherever the price is. I'll work my way down. So if it hits the 20, like I wouldn't buy again unless they hit 24 cents. You know what I mean? That's kind of my mentality. If I bought at 25, I'm not going to buy again at 25. I'm going to wait and see if it buys at 24. Or I'll buy at 24 or 23 cents or whatever it is. Mike, thanks for joining, man. I will see you tomorrow, brother. All right, we're going to send you off proper, Mike. I know you're probably thinking, Scott, get some new material, man. Yeah. Having a strategy is so important. If you're just guessing, like I like to keep track. Now, a lot of exchanges you can find out. You can go ahead and look at your history and you can track what you bought. But if I'm buying in at one price, I'm not going to buy again at that price. I'm going to buy again lower. Even if it's 1 cent. Doesn't matter. Like I said, if things are dropping down, I'm going to start formulating plans like immediately. Like, okay, when do I buy here? Mike's here all the time, crypto. Mike is here all the time. Juan's here all the time. So, you are really, and these guys kind of know what they're talking about. So, like all of us here. So this is a great thing. And I learn from you guys too. Don't think I don't. So, again, this is going to be an important week. What do you guys got going on this week anyway? How are things going? We spend so much time on crypto that we want to make sure that we're, like, I really needed, like, I don't know about you guys, but I really needed to get away this weekend. My wife and I work just like all of us. And this is why crypto is so appealing to me anyway, is I want to make a better life for myself and my family where my wife made a joke a couple of days ago. It was like 8:30 in the morning. We were having coffee. And my wife's like, okay, well, she was joking. Well, I'll see you tonight. And she wasn't kidding because I didn't see my wife again until 9 o'clock that night. Now, keep in mind, my wife is a coach. She works with people who have autoimmune issues and, she's more of a transformational health coach that helps people recover from illness and things like that. So she has her office, and then I have my office in here. So we both work from home, and even though we work from home, we didn't see each other for like 10 hours or something crazy like that. So that's why crypto is so appealing to me, and I think that's why it's so threatening to the SEC and some of these other companies, some of these other big organizations, and I'm talking globally too, because and I don't want to spread more FUD, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do have a mind, and I like to use it, and I think that critical thinking, like those of us who are watching, and if you're watching at home in the replay, we focus on having critical thinking, and we want to think for ourselves, and I just think that the 1% does not want the 99% to be in a position where they can challenge their, I don't want to say authority, or challenge their power structure. Because if you think of it, who's going to be stronger? One warrior or 99 warriors against one? There you go. So I think that's a big, it's a big deal for them. So that's just my view on that regarding, why. Because the SEC, in my view, how are they protecting investors? I don't understand how they're protecting their investors. It makes nothing that I see them doing. Where were they when FTX? Where were they when all that was going down? Nowhere. If they would have came after and scrutinized FTX as much as they go after these other crypto exchanges and crypto projects, they would have seen that this was a total shit show, and that was a big deal. But hey, whatever. But that's just kind of my, again, sometimes I go off on rants, guys, I apologize, but I just that's kind of what I think, because I want all of us, and that's why crypto is so appealing to me, I think, is we actually have a real possibility to generate wealth, to improve our lives, our families, and if you play your cards right, maybe generational wealth in the future. It depends. So that's why crypto, and it matches my value system. Cryptocurrency, of course, we know why it was developed. We know what the benefits are global for blockchain technology and for what cryptocurrency can do. That's what appeals to me. I don't want to have a central control. That's why I'm so dead set against CBDCs. Central bank digital currencies, you know how bad that is? That is, they can control, they can control what you spend, how you spend it on, what time of day you spend it. You talk about being under an authoritative, rule. There you go. So, no thank you. I want to be able to have my own money and do what I want with it, please. Nice. And I want to say something. This is the time of night when I go out and I tell you guys how much I appreciate every single one of you who are watching this live stream now and who are watching it on the replay. And again, if you're watching it on the replay, type in Dojo fam so I know you were here. But you guys are making this channel and grow. And this is about you, not me. This is about finally, I think, not everyone, but I try to really focus on not shilling projects or not to the point where I am, I'm going to point out things that I may not like in projects that I hold because I think that it's important that there needs to be some honesty here. Like, I'm never going to tell you guys to ever do anything. And I'm never going to be like, this is the absolute, you got to do this or don't do that or, oh my God, or just creating stuff just to shill a project that I'm in. I'm not paid or sponsored by anybody. We are all in it together. We are retail investors trying to make a better life for ourselves. And what I want to do with this channel is educate people on the videos that I do with your help. And when we do these live streams, I want you guys are experts too. When people come in and ask questions, if I'm missing it or whatever, like I have my own take, but somebody else could come in and have amazing background that shares an amazing, like I've taken notes. I have a notepad and a pen, and I'll show you guys, like right here. I keep it right beside me when we're doing these live streams because you guys may say something like, wow, that's amazing, or give me an idea, and I'm going to write it down. That's how much I value each and every one of you. And even if you're watching and you're not saying anything or chiming in, that's huge. So I wanted to share that, guys, with you. And then I also need your help. I'm in the process of putting together an XRP SEC video, and I need some ideas for thumbnails. So I have a link, and this is going into my Patreon, where if you just click on that link, you can actually you can check it out and see if you want to do, and then give me feedback on thumbnails, because I love feedback. Feedback is the breakfast of champions. And I love these conversations we're having right now. This is great. But I do want to steer you. I want you guys to write this down. If you've never heard of this crypto YouTube channel, it's called the Coin Bureau. That is an amazing YouTube channel. And I only would recommend YouTube channels that I actually subscribe to. He was one of my first, honestly, when I was first getting into doing crypto, when I was first educating myself and I knew nothing, or close to nothing, I would watch and go watch all of his channels. So watch all of his videos. So the Coin Bureau, it's an amazing YouTube channel. You should check it out when you get a chance. What about Fetch, Jordan? Or Oasis? Those are good ones too. But the only thing I'll say is just dig in a little bit deeper and really make sure that these crypto tokens are actually crypto tokens. Like how much of what they do is designed around AI. So, and I'm sure you probably have, but it's important to be yeah, Crypto J, we're saying the same thing about Fetch. Yeah, Fetch is a great project too. There's a lot of amazing projects out there. It really is. So I want to do a shout out one more time for anyone who is here that is new, that you have not posted anything on. You can even just put in an emoji or give me a thumbs up or say hi, or even where you're from. Even just saying where you're from is cool. Like, Des Moines, Iowa or whatever. Who knows? Because we call them from all walks of life on this channel, that's for sure. But we're all the same. San Diego. Awesome. I love the West Coast. I guess I'm not. Now, I have friends who are in LA and in that area, and they're great, but I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of LA. Yeah, check Fetch out. And because, everything is down now, let's see. I'll tell you right now what Fetch is going for. Unless someone gets it first. I'm looking. Let's see what Fetch is going for right now. Hang on one second. Figures. Come on. So Fetch is going for, wow, really? So Fetch is going for 18 cents right now, everybody. It's down, let's see here, in the past day, it's down 4%, 18 cents, wow. So there you go. Yeah, and they have an app now too. There's a lot of things you can do with ChatGPT. Right now it's free. I don't expect that to last too much longer. Give it 6 months and you'll have to pay for that service, I think. I know they have another paid version, but I think at some point they're going to go higher up and you'll have to pay, because you'll have to pay for their probably the service that's free now. You may have to pay for it. We'll have to see. Well, hey, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Stay tuned. There's a lot of stuff coming up this week. And, tomorrow night is the night before the 13th. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be going on. Keep your eyes peeled for upcoming videos this week. Again, make sure if you haven't already, please, subscribe to our channel. This way, of course, it basically, like I say, it's a small click for you, but it's a really big deal for me. And it allows you the opportunity to stay notified when I do live streams. or anything along those lines. And if you really want more benefits, if you want to have more of a stronger community, check out my Patreon channels. Give it a look. There's tons of benefits in there for you guys. And you can find that on our banner, on the banner page. Just go take a look. Even if you don't even join, just take a look and give me your feedback next live stream. But hey, you guys, I want everyone to have a great Sunday. Enjoy the time with your family. Remember, it's so easy to get caught up in all this crypto stuff and regulation that we can really lose ourselves and shift away from what matters most, which is our family, our sanity, and just disconnecting and getting away from it all. I feel even though my wife and I were only gone for 2 nights, it felt like I was on a week vacation. So please make sure you're taking time for yourself. Be good to each other and be good to yourselves. And I will see you guys tomorrow, guys. Good night.